Hello and welcome to the news today on Prosium Radio and Television. I am Samuel Idonga. First, a look at the headline. Governors under scrutiny as economic hardship, hunger worsens. Benue Security Council issues 2 weeks ultimatum to headsmen. Arteta says Arsenal's dreaming of Champions League win at Wembley. Donald Trump owes an additional $87,502. Daniel Regner reacts to OBO's recent announcement of donating 300 million naira to the orphanage. And now the news in detail. There are concerns that despite massive increase in revenue allocation available to the various levels of government after the removal of fuel subsidy, state governors are not doing enough to ease the suffering of the citizens. The development came as Nigerian battle increased economic hardship following the worsening inflation and continuous naira sleep in the market. This is even as the country has continued to face security challenges with frequent attack by armed persons across various regions of the country. Reports that the price of goods and services rise daily and have surpassed the reach of the poor. Recall that the nation's economic situation worsened on May 29, 2023, after President Bola Tinubu announced the removal of oil subsidy. Report had it that there have been protests by residents in Niger, Kogi, Ondo, Oyo, and other states against the biting economic hardship. The Catholic Bishop Conference of Nigeria also complained that despite huge budgetary allocation monthly, security votes in Nigeria, the government has failed to address growing insecurity and economic hardship. However, why not observing the federal government from the current economic crisis? Many Nigerians have begun to question the state governors to elevate the sufferings of the citizens in their various domains. Moving on, the Benue State Security Council has issued a 14-day ultimatum to all those engaged in open grazing in the state to the cease. The council also ordered all armed headsmen in the state to leave in their own interest. This was contained in the resolution of the council at the end of its meeting held in Makurdi and presided over by the governor, Hyacinth Alia, which had in attendance heads of military, paramilitary formations in the state, traditional religious leaders, as well as top government functionaries that are members of the council. Reading the resolution, which was signed by Governor Alia, the chief press secretary to the governor, Teso Kalu, pointed out that the resolutions were reached to be implemented to ensure peace in the state. The council cautioned that the open grazing, prohibition and ranches establishment law of 2017 was still in force and should be respected by all. He further ordered armed headers invaders to immediately leave Benue State. Those operating open grazing within the state are given 2 weeks ultimatum with effect from 21st February 2024 to the east. A 7-man committee is set up to ensure the enforcement of the ultimatum given, and the security agencies, traditional rulers, and general public should intensify efforts and uncover for prosecution any person in the habit of collaborating, inviting armed headers into the states. In sports, Mikel Arteta said the dream of Arsenal winning the club's first ever Champions League at Wembley in its play minds as they make a long-awaited return to the knockout stage at Porto on Wednesday. The Gunners have not reached the last 16th of the Champions League for 7 years and last made it to the quarterfinal back in 2010. However, they are in supreme form, having smashed 21 goals in 5 Premier League wins since returning from a 2-week winter break last month. And there is the extra carrot for Champions League success in this season, with the final taking place in their home city of London at Wembley. It will be incredible to have that feelings to lift that cup in London on the 1st of June, Arteta told his pre-match press conference in northern Portugal. And on the international news, Former President Donald Trump owes additional $87,502 in post-judgment interest every day until he pays the $354 million fine ordered by Judge Arthur Egeron in his civil fraud case, according to news calculation based on the judge's lengthy ruling in the case. Judge Engeron on Friday fined Trump $354 million plus approximately $100 million in prejudgment interest in the civil fraud case brought by the New York Attorney General, later James, after he found that Trump and his adult son had inflated strong net worth in order to get more favorable loan terms. The former president has denied all wrongdoing and has said he will appeal. On the entertainment scene, Nigerian social media critic and commentator Daniel Regner has sparked massive reaction online with his recent comment about Davido and his 300 million naira donations to orphanage. He noted that the 250 million donation the singer claimed he made in 2001 has yet to be accounted for. Daniel Regner also shared that in 2023 several allegations were made online about Davido owing different people money, including Amaju Pinkett and Abu Salami. The ex-critic also noted that a 300 million donation shouldn't be Davido's only contribution to the country annually. Daniel Regner in his tweet shared that Davido needs to do more beyond his financial aid. He noted that the singer needs to engage in the country political conversation. The ex-critic slammed the singer and other celebs for not using their voices and platform to speak up for the masses. And once again, the news headline: Governors under scrutiny as economic hardship, hunger worsens. Benus Security Council issues 2 weeks ultimatum to headsmen. Arteta says Arsenal's dreaming of Champions League win at Wembley. Donald Trump owes an additional $87,502. Daniel Regner reacts to OBO's recent announcement of donating 300 million naira to the orphanage. And with that, we end the news today on Prosium Radio and Television. You can also watch us on our YouTube channel at Prosium RTV. You can also get the latest news on our website at www.prosiumnews.com. On behalf of the production crew, thank you for listening. And do remember to keep shining like the star you are.